Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Um, I'm here. So it's been a week. It's been one heck of a week. Um, hasn't been a good week, but it's been a week. This week. Uh, Thank you all for tuning in. I apologize about this morning. Um, yeah, what can I say? I've been not well. I don't like to use the word sick, but I haven't been well. Um, and so this morning I slept through the alarm, which would have woken me up for this morning's program. So, um, yeah, so that's why I pushed it down. Um, but so my apologies on that. You will have noticed that the embroidery machine is not here. So I did bring it in last week because if you tuned in last week, then you would have seen um, when it just went kirkirch and just stopped. Right, it just completely stopped with the needle inside the fabric, and so it was jammed. So I brought it into the place that I bought it. It's a store up in Barrie. Um, it's called All About Sewing, I think it's called. So I brought it back on Monday after work, and they were kind enough to stick around for me to drop off the machine. And so I dropped it off, and I was hoping to get it back by yesterday. They called me on Friday afternoon to let me know that unfortunately they can't get it back to me until tomorrow. Um, which made me very very sad because, well, one, I intended to do some embroidery for this morning's program, and even more important, I have orders to do, which I need to get out. So they said tomorrow. So when I pick it up tomorrow, then I will have to get those orders done right away. Now, one of the things that this week has shown me is really, really about some of the drawbacks of being a sole employee business owner. Um, so I'm the only one that is in my company, right? I don't have any staff or anything like that, so everything is run by me. Um, that's a problem when you're not feeling well. So I know I sound so nasally. Oh my gosh, I hear myself and I sound so nasally. Anyways, so I was looking at it. I had an order due on Friday. On Thursday night, it goes back to Thursday. On Thursday, I knew I wasn't feeling well, but I've been busy, busy, busy all day. I worked from 8 a.m. on, and I got home at around 10 at night. And I was so tired, and I knew I wasn't feeling well. And usually, when I'm not feeling well going into the night, I know there's a whole bunch of things that you can do to minimize the impact um, of how sick I get, at least. So, but I was so tired. Before I could do any of that, I passed out. Like, I fell asleep. So on Friday morning when I woke up, I knew I was in for a rough next couple of days, right? Um, I swollen and red and started like congested. And I know I still had that order that I had to get out that day. And so it was just like, OMG. I wish if I had somebody else that I could have just given it off to. Um, Honestly, I thought about just canceling the order. However, I really, really hate canceling any kind of order. Not because of refunding the money, that's not the problem. The problem is if somebody had their heart set on this as a gift or it was a part of their bigger plan, I'm not trying to be ruining anybody's birthday party or celebration in any which way. So even though I wasn't feeling well and it really sucked, I did the order and I sent it out. I did. Now, I have a couple more orders that do need to get done. However, one is due tomorrow, so I've just been like, okay. And then the rest is after tomorrow. And so, because the rest are after tomorrow that are due, then I'm fine. Like, I will push through to get the one that's done tomorrow. But other than that, boy, everything else will wait till I'm feeling better. That's one of the drawbacks of being a single um, person business. There's no one else to take on the weight when you aren't up to it, right? And that really sucks. Um, I do have friends who are crafters as well, uh, but it just so happens that their craft are different from mine. Because I wouldn't have minded to hand it over if they did the same thing as I did, just to give them the business, and they get it done. So that's my goal for this year to find another crafter close by me that does similar to what I do, but at the same quality that I do it at, right? And so that's one of my goals this year. Anyhow, I think I've gone off long enough about not feeling well. Oh, and this is going to be a short live this week for the simple fact that one, the machine isn't here, and two, I just I'm not feeling up to it. Um, I would have canceled it, but I canceled not last week, the week before because again I wasn't feeling well. But I'm like, eh, better to do a short one than no one, than not do one. Ooh, I'm really disappointed about the machine not being here for a couple of other reasons as well. Remember a few weeks ago, I mentioned that I'd ordered the large hoop um, to do um, large embroidery. And guess what? It is in. It is in. This is a custom made. I ordered a custom made hoop for my machine, and I haven't been able to fit it yet. This size is 7.7, so 7.7 by 12.5. And I found a manufacturer that would make it specifically for my machine. So, so this itself is very sturdy, very good. I really like it. What I don't like is I'm concerned about this piece right here, the brackets, because it seems kind of thin. Not like the rest of the hoops that, not like the rest of the brackets that I have, which are very, very sturdy. And the other thing that I got was a sleeve hoop. Hold on, I'm gonna sneeze. Sorry. Um, I sneeze a lot, I blow my nose a lot, and I cough a lot. That's the nature of being sick. And I sniff a lot. I apologize. It is what it is. But I apologize. Um, so this sleeve hoop, how could I sneeze again? uh, Sorry. This sleeve hoop is 7.6 by 2.7. I'm really, really happy to have this because my son had wanted something right here embroidered on his sleeve. And so I didn't have this. I'm like, do, 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 do. Give me a minute. Let me think about that one. So now I can get it done. It's not the long one because my machine would apparently wouldn't do the long one, but my machine does take this one. So I'm very happy to have the sleeve hoop. It will also mean when I'm doing the names, which will fit down here, it will be perfect. Well, I guess I could put it here too. It really won't make a difference. Um, but yes, those are two hoops that I am uber excited to receive. Um, so this morning, actually, I need to stop saying this morning because it's not morning, it's afternoon, right? Um, it's afternoon. I would like to try my hand again at the if you remember last week, I did the um super mom because we're going to be doing a giveaway for Mother's Day. I did put it in the newsletter that hasn't been sent out yet, even though it's the 10th of the month and it should have gone out on the 1st of the month. I did end up um, terminating my MailChimp account. I should have brought my water bottle down because my tea's getting cold and I need to drink a lot. Anyhow, the I did end up terminating my Mailchimp account, um, and I haven't started with the process of dealing with the overbilling. Um, but I do need to get that. I do need to blow my nose because, and I apologize for that. Um, my nose is running. So where is I? Yeah. So I'm in the process of changing over, and because of change over, the new mail service that I'm using requires me to have my own business email address. It won't allow me to use Gmail, which for the last 3 years, oh my God, I've been in business for 3 years? No. Yeah, I think it's been 3 years. I think it's been 3 years since I've had this business. Holy Toledo's time flies. Anyhow, for the last 3 years, I've been using Gmail, and it doesn't allow me to use Gmail. So I just bit the bullet and ended up getting business email, and so it will say .skylarkdesigns.com instead of gmail.com. And so because I did that, I don't know what I did, but I did something, and it brought down my not only brought down my website, but the whatever isn't up either. The connection to be able to use it isn't up, so I need to get support in getting that all reconnected and set up. So technology is not my friend. It has never been my friend. Yeah, that requires science. Anything that requires science and me is not going to work. Anyhow, so back to this. I am going to be doing a Mother's Day giveaway. So it's going to be Supermom tumbler along with apron that with the embroidered this exact design embroidered on the apron, right? So I do want to do this one again. Um, I had done this one last week and it was gorgeous. It's just gorgeous. I absolutely love it. So I am going to do it one more time. Um, do this one more time because if you will recall, up here turned out to have a whole lot of ghosting. The bottom, it was not so good. It wasn't so bad, I mean, but it wasn't so good either. So, um, and I wanted to change the red to a little bit of a deeper red. Um, so I honestly didn't redo the design yet. That's this week has not been a good week for me, and y'all are gonna forgive me on that one, right? Because we all know it happens. All right. So I didn't print it yet. I don't even think I did anything for it. Um, so give me a second. Let me just see. I must say, I did learn quite a bit this weekend regarding regarding websites and all of that jazz because I was just like, it's not even websites, it's webmail. Like seriously, it ain't that serious, but yeah, it really is that serious, you know. Oh, I can't find it. Give me a second. It couldn't have been that far down. Dip, dip, dip. I think this is it here. Yay, I think I found it. Here we go. So I'm changing this red to be a little bit darker. I know y'all can't see what I'm doing. What? That is not the color I chose. Um, there we go. And I'm going to click this to just match that. And then I'm going to download it. Bear with me. Bear with me. Quality. Oh, wait, it's not. I'm doing PDF print. And I'm only doing one page. CMYK. Okay. And then let's open this bad boy up. I feel tired. Tired, tired, tired. No, I don't need that. Okay, so let's get this printed. Um, I honestly never actually thought that I would have so many printers. It never ceased to amaze me. Okay, there we go. I have sent it to the printer. I think I have to change the setting on the printer. Give me a second. Oh, I actually don't have to do anything. So, let me just turn on. You know what? Did I even check to see if I have a tumbler? I do. I have one last tumbler left. So that means I do have to go and purchase some more tumblers. I need to turn on this. Um, I typically turn off the power thing, and I did not. I was really tired the last time I used it. All right, so let's adjust this so you can see over here. Okay. All right. So I do need to clean up in here, but it ain't happening today. I find it funny that it takes so long to clean, but so easy, so quickly to make a mess. So quickly. Anyhow, I have to figure out the ruined, well, the non-perfect tumblers, what to do with them, because they're usable. It's just that I have no intention of selling them. I'm really thinking of keeping this one for myself because one, it is the very first tumbler that came out perfect. So, yeah, I have the very first tumbler that I made, and then this one would be the very first one that came out perfect. The printer stopped, so let me grab it. Oof. Okay, let me get the cutter. All right, so I did want to mention that the not sublimation, the polyester um, tops are now on my kids' polyester tops are now on my website. They're now available. Finally, I got around to doing it while I was in bed. Don't tell me that this. Did I press something wrong? I didn't press the setting on the probably. So let me check because this is saying it's too small. Well, let me see. Yeah, the adult shirts are now available for purchase on my website, the polyester ones I'm talking about. And so are the long sleeve polyester kids shirts. Yeah, this is going to be one of those days where if something can go wrong, it shall. Because I'm not paying attention to the details. Oh my gosh. Because that's something I know I'm supposed to pay attention to in the print settings. This right here isn't didn't cut straight. Like when I say attention to details isn't my forte this morning, it really isn't. I should probably just turn off the machine and go back to bed. But we all know I won't do that. I should, but I won't. Okay, there we go. This nifty tool comes in so handy. And first, when I first got it with the Cricut, I used to be like, what am I supposed to do with this? Like, seriously, what am I supposed to do with this? Well, yeah, it's too small. I knew it. I knew it. Because when I press print, I didn't say actual size. Gosh. Is it? It is. Doesn't say actual size. Ugh. You know, the amount of products and that I at least go through is ridiculous. So, looking at the amount of mugs, I can't remember how many mugs came in that box, but I don't think I've posted a single mug on my website, so I haven't sold a single mug. But I've gone through almost half the box trying to perfect one technique. It's ridiculous. Just saying. It is ridiculous. Okay, it's printing. I'm looking over to the side here. I have a whole bunch of boxes that came in of merchandise, of blanks that I need to find somewhere to store them. I have nowhere to store them. I have run out of space. Um, yeah, I've genuinely ran out of space. I don't know. Um, but I would rather use my own blanks because the quality is so much better than what I find in the stores, and the cuts of the shirts are what I like as well. So, do. You know, Skylark Designs might be down. SLT Blanks is not down. So you can go ahead and purchase your shirts online. Let me go see if the printer is done. It is not done. Almost though. There we go. See? I knew it. Just by the amount, the size of it, I was like, looks smaller. Yeah. See? It's a lot smaller. Not a little bit smaller, a lot smaller. Because I know I'm supposed to cut off some of the top and some of the sides. Yeah. Okay. It's the top. More of the top than the side. Just can't take off any more of the side. You know very well. I'm not trying to take off too much and have to print it again. It shifted. When I moved my hand, it shifted. I mean, when I moved my fingers, it shifted. Okay. Nope, too much. Too much. And that's it's a little bit crooked. So one of the so the top or the bottom. It is the top needs a little bit straightening. Watch me take off too much. Nope. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Okay. I'm just taping. Sometimes it feels so hard to breathe. My gosh. Ridiculous. One should not have to struggle this much just to breathe. One who doesn't have a medical condition, I should say. Oh no, I bent the paper. I didn't mean to. Listen, don't be giving me no problems here. You know what I find hilarious? There's people who put two pieces of tape on their tumblers and it comes out perfect. And I'm like, what am I doing wrong? That mine comes out so whack when I take the heck out of it. To make sure there's no holes, no um gaps at all. No gaps. The seam is down properly. It's laying flat. Everything. And yet there's ghosting. I'm just like, how? Why me? Of all people, why me? Oh, and it's usually the item that I would prefer to come out perfect. Mind you, I don't prefer all the items to come out perfect. Okay, that's gonna shut off just now. That's just warning. Oh, this is just two pieces of butcher sheets that from the last time. Yeah, I'm just gonna use them. The butcher sheets so that way the ink doesn't come out onto the machine. It's nothing else. Exactly. I don't see how this turns off so quickly. Give me a minute. Oh, there's a sticker on the bottom that I'm gonna take off. I don't know if I'm supposed to take it off or leave it. I just take it off. Oh, it sounds like my child is up. All right, so we're gonna stick it in at it's at 380. You know what? I'm gonna put the temperature up to 390. Not oh, oh. Yeah. I'm gonna put the temperature up to 390 at 90 seconds because if I recall properly, what did I do with the book? What did I do with the book? Yeah, I think this is the book. This is like the two sheets of paper that I didn't remember it was a book. Okay. Stainless steel tumbler, 120 to 240 seconds, 370 to 290. Yeah, 390, sorry. So if I go 390, 240, 240 divided by 240 divided by 2 is 120. 120 divided by 2 is 60. So that's why I did 90. All right, so I'm going to do 390 and I'm going to do it at uh, 90 seconds and see if it makes a difference. All right, so it's on 90 seconds. Did it do? Did it do? I guess I could start cleaning it up. I really don't want to. So I'm really not going to. I'm not in the mood to do it. It's not even that I'm not in the mood. I don't feel so well, so no. I'm looking at the magnetic hoops and I'm so excited to try it. So I can do super huge big designs now. Mind you, I do have to use the multi-position frames. So it's one large design, and then the machine breaks it down into two pieces, so it will fit inside the frame. Um, with two, so it's two different designs combined to one in the same frame. I don't have to try to rehoop, hoop and rehoop, because we know I really suck at that. We both know. We all know. I genuinely suck at that. And I'm not even going to pretend about it. All right, so that's one side. Oof, this thing smells so bad. Yeah. For those of you who watched a few weeks ago when I tried it, um, I think that was the day that the YouTube dropped. So I don't know if it was on YouTube. But anyways, I know it was on TikTok for a fact. So I had tried to see if I could do it to reposition a hoop. It was an utter failure. Utter failure. So I'm like, I won't be doing that again. And that was when I got the idea to just, actually, no, I didn't get the idea. I did get the idea to do some more YouTube videos to see how others do it. And that's when I saw the multi positional hoop. I tried to get it in a company in Canada, and the one hoop was over $300. I was like, yeah, that's not gonna work for me. That's a lot of money for one hoop. I'm not. I'm not buying that. So I was just like, nope, 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 no siree, Bob. That is not for me. So then, me and my problem solving ways, I went and found it, found a company who would make it for me. And ooh, look at that. It's a lot of heat. I'm just resting it. Um, to turn off the machine, I'm gonna turn off the power source as well. So that way, so it stop, see it stop blinking. Um, yeah, my goodness, it came right through the paper. It's a good thing. The It is a very good thing the butcher paper is on this, because there's no way that would not have been on the machine. Because I see this right straight through the butcher paper. Wow, that's a huge temperature difference change. Um, yeah. So, anyways, the two frames cost me less than what the one frame would have cost me. And seeing as I don't have money like that to dash with, definitely went with the two frame. I'm just gonna take off the um butcher paper. And pull solidly through it. Dang. You can full on see the design through. I don't know if that's a good thing. So I'm removing the tape. Hmm, okay. Let's see. Uh, uh, why? Oh, that's the other paper. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. All right. So, this is my second try. And remember, I did change the color. So it is a little more red than it is. Is it? Eh, I don't know. It looks it to me, kind of, sort of. This is more orangey red. This is more red. But anyhow, looking at the two, this one did come out a lot better. Um, there's a little tiny bit of ghosting on the top. You can see right here. It's not perfect, almost. And over here. And the seam, I need to do something about the seam because the seams you can see both at the top and the bottom. Um, oh, you see right here, it is like, yeah, yeah. And then the seam, you can see it, and it's the same thing at the bottom. And at the bottom, it's a little bit of ghosted. So, while it is not perfect, it is a lot better. I am one step closer. Um, so I do need to work on my seam job, on my seaming. Oh, that didn't sound right. Um, on how I close this. So, two things I've learned. If I cut the paper exact, in terms of the height of the tumbler, it works best. And the other thing that I've learned is for the seam, I'm probably going to let it overlap more so that way the color comes through more. Or maybe I should try less because there was an overlapping of the seam here. Because when I opened it, this is what I saw. I saw this side and I was like, why does it look like that? Because I thought it was the tumbler. And then I remember it was overlap. So it's not the overlap. So what I need to do is less overlap, maybe? I don't know. I don't rightly know. I think it is the overlap that's causing it because it overlaps that it's not getting to be flush against the tumbler itself. Yeah, because see right here, it looks like it's bleeding on, so that means it wasn't pressed to the tumbler itself. Same thing at the bottom. Or just make sure that I'm pulling it tighter at the top and at the bottom. So yeah, I am uber happy with the progress that I'm making. Um, but I am definitely going to um, give these away for free, obviously, because they are not selling wise, and I'm not giving them away for Mother's Day either. No, the person who gets Mother's Day, it's going to be a perfect item that they receive. All right. Well, even though I said it was going to be a short one, it is short because typically my bees are usually an hour at least because the embroidery machine is typically going. All right. So thank you for joining me, and I will see you guys next week, Sunday at 10 o'clock. I will make sure I do not sleep through my alarm clock again, because hopefully I will be much better and not so nasally next week. All right. So thank you for joining me. See y'all next week. Have a good one. Oh, don't forget, like and subscribe. All right. And follow me on Instagram and YouTube. All right. Bye.